Gotta find me an angel.
You're listening to the Life After Loss podcast. This show is a safe place for angel moms and angel dads who have lost a child. It's a safe place to share, cry, celebrate, and connect to a community of parents who have experienced grief and gotten through it. Here's your host, Darcea Handy.
Angel moms and dads and everyone who's joining us from all over the world, thank you for being here to join us on this episode of the Life After Loss podcast. I am so excited about this podcast show today. This is something that I have been wanting to do and been needing to do for a while. You know what I want to talk to you all about today? It's okay to smile. You know, sometimes when we experience loss, people want us to be in a place of darkness. They expect for us to have like this glooming shadow over us all the time. And yes, our hearts can be broken. And yes, we can feel like, oh, things are dark. But guess what? There are moments in our lives where we feel like we want to smile and enjoy that moment. And guess what? You have every right to do so. As many of you know, when I lost my son, I immediately ran away from my sadness. Of course, I used to be what people call a runner. If you have an issue, you try to run away from it or put your head in the sand like the ostrich, like, oh, it's not coming, or, oh, when I leave, this is going to go away, and when I come back, it's going to be gone. And that's not true. We all know we face the same things when we get back. But to my point, I left the country and I had a good time where I was. It was my first time visiting the place I was at. And what I realized while I was there, this kind of hurt me just a little bit, is that infant death is something that they find taboo. And infant death at that time meant that something was wrong with the woman, or something happened, you know, strangely that had something to do with you. So what ended up happening was that wasn't the focus while I was there. They weren't focused on the fact that I had just lost my son and they were going to help me grieve. What they were focused on while I was there was helping me to feel better, helping me to get my body back in shape, get my nutrients back, because this was right after I buried my son. I left. I wasn't even in the country a week after his funeral. So I found myself having a good time where I was. I was in a new place. I was somewhere that I wanted to visit. I was visiting landmarks. I visited the birthplace of slavery, which is a place I wanted to visit. I visited the Ivory Coast. I did a lot of things, and I saw things that were just amazing. And at times I would smile. And then, but when I would lay down or get ready to go to bed, or I would talk to my relatives back in the States, they were like, oh, how are you doing? And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm okay. But yeah, they were like, oh, well, we know this is heavy and hard. And I had an internal conflict right there, because I said, okay, is something wrong with me? Is this bad? I mean, when I'm with this group of people, if I'm having an okay time, they are celebrating that okay time that I'm having with me. But when I'm with this group of people, they still want me to be in a state of grief, which I was actually experiencing both. And that's okay. Yes, I was grieving my son. Oh, was I? I still miss him 16 years later. You all know that. But I was having a good time where I was. So what I'm telling you today is you can grieve your loss and have a good time also. You can take time when you're on your own, you're by yourself, you know, grandparents, parents, aunties, uncles, cousins, you know, your family unit that supports you, those people who are with you at the funeral, your best friends. Sometimes when you have that moment of sadness and they're there, or they have that moment of sadness with you, that's okay. You can share that with them. But if they're having a moment of sadness and you're not, that's okay too. You don't have to let anyone dictate to you what your timeline of grief should be. You should not let anyone dictate to you, hey, you're supposed to be sad today. You're supposed to be happy tomorrow. Or I'm sitting here with you. You should be happy. Or I'm sitting here with you. I'm trying to be here for you and you're not opening up to me. Guess what? It's okay not to. It's okay to tell your family and friends and everyone else, hey, I just need a few minutes. Or I'm okay today. I'm really okay today. You're here. I'm happy that you're here. Oh no, you're fake. You're pretending. No, I'm really happy that you're here. I am happy today. And I know that's so hard to understand. And I'm not just speaking to angel moms and dad, I'm talking about the people who support you. I'm talking about those of us who support others. I have sisters and I have members of my family who are angel moms and angel dads. And I have to support them. They've experienced miscarriages and I support them. And it's not always a sad time for them. You know, everyone has their own level of grief. Everyone has their own timeline of grief. If I come into your presence and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this, and I'm here to support you, and you tell me I'm fine today, and I'm like, are you really? I'm fine today. Are you really? I'm fine today. Okay. I'm not going to fight with you on that. If you feel like you're fine today, it's okay to smile. It's okay to change your hairstyle, color it, cut it, do something, for yourself that makes you feel good. And you walk out and wear a smile. Husbands, too. Husbands, domestic partners, fiancés, couples. It's okay. It's okay. People are, you're grieving. They're going to know you're grieving. They will see it. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they want to see it. The word gets around and it gets to some people at a different time. So when they call you, sometimes the people who get the message last, they want you to fall all over the floor with them. And at that particular moment when they call, that may not be where you are. You may have elevated yourself in your process. This is a healing process. That's what we're here for. We're here to heal. Yes, we've lost our babies, but this is life after loss. This is healing. There's strength and there's power in healing. There's power in healing together. When I say you're not alone, you're not alone. Now, yes, we're part of this family that we didn't choose. I did not choose this, but I'm here. And if you have experienced pregnancy and infant loss, my heart goes out to you. You are in my thoughts and prayers. I know this isn't a family that you chose either, but we are in this family and we are here to heal together. So let me tell you from my heart to yours, it's okay to smile. The seasons change. It's going to happen. The days are going to get longer or shorter. It's going to happen. Time is going to move whether you move with it or not. So why not move yourself in a positive direction? Why not move yourself to a place of healing? Why not move yourself into a place where you're feeling better? And there are easy ways to do that. Write things down. Journal. Write a note to your baby. Here's something. You know what? This is something that I'm going to be sharing with you all, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. You know how people send cards to you when you've experienced a loss and you're very appreciative of those cards? When you're sending your thank you cards back out, because yes, I know we all send our thank you cards, right? Because we were all raised, right? Okay. When you're sending your thank you cards out, just put a little note in there and say, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Give me this amount of time, and then I will receive visitors again. You can let them know, thank you. Yes, I appreciate you, but we are not going to be receiving visitors for a while. And that's for some, extended family or extended friends. Your close relatives that you want around you are going to be there. But for the people who are not very close, but they do know they love you, just let them know I need just a little time and I'll get back with you. Or for the people who've heard something, but they don't know everything, if you want to send out a little card and just let them know, you know how we send out birth announcements with the cute little picture of the baby and how much they weigh? You can send out an announcement Yes, my child was born. My son was born on this day, and guess what? He gained his angel wings on this day. We celebrate his birth. We appreciate you giving our family time right now as we grieve his death or his passing. We appreciate everything that you've done for us, and we ask that you continue to keep us lifted in prayer. Very easy, right? Seems easy. It's a task, but it'll get some of those questions answered and all those people who are talking. And when they see you and you're not bent over in the fetal position and just crying, they're going to be like, okay, well, she told us keep her lifted in prayer. They told us. And it's okay. It is okay to smile. No one can dictate to you when time's up on your grief. No one can tell you how long you need to sit in that spot. Okay? Fight. Fight for your happiness. Pull yourself out of that sadness and that depression. I've gone through all of it. You all know that I have. That's why my eyes are looking crazy. I've been there. But I'm so grateful for where I am today. It's a long way from where I was before. Do I still get sad? Absolutely. Do I have my moments? Yes, I do. But one of the hardest things that I had to do was to let people understand that I was really okay when I was smiling. I know that seems odd, but it's okay to be okay. It's okay to wear your smile. Sometimes I've heard this in a show a long time ago. Oh, I'm going to reference this show, and you guys jump down in the comments and tell me if you know who said this. There's a show, and someone says, "Let a smile be your umbrella." And those are words to live by, because when you're smiling, you're actually releasing hormones in your body that's actually making you feel better. You can make yourself feel better just by smiling. When they say laughter is the best medicine, it's kind of true. It is. But angel moms and dads, listen, I know that losing your infant, pregnancy and infant loss, it really pulls a lot out of you. It's so painful. But I want you to know that it's okay to smile. It's okay to let people know that you are okay. Just like it's okay to smile, it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to let people know when you're not okay. But for today, I'm wearing this smile, and I want you to do the same. Do I miss my son? Absolutely. It's been 16 years, and I still miss him. But I'm wearing a smile today because that's how I feel. And I want you to know it's okay for you to wear your smile when you feel like it also. It's okay to be okay. Angel moms and dads, I love each and every one of you, all of the family members and the friends who support our podcast. You can find us on podcasting platforms. Go to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com and look at all of our wonderful podcasts. I love each and every one of you. And like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time.
You've been listening to Life After Loss with your host, Darcea Handy. Subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcast for new episodes every Wednesday. For more on this program, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.